Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from the Black Business School and the Black Financial Channel, and I wanted to give you guys an update. It looks like Google itself, has really excited a lot of people and a lot of analysts. They had a really good earnings report recently, and their shares have spiked big time. Alphabet is the parent company of Google, and I actually didn't realize I had shares of Google in my portfolio or shares of Alphabet. But I looked in here and I was when I saw what was going on, I said, "My God, I hope I bought some shares in this company," and I did. And so far, it looks like since I started investing, I guess I made about 24% ROI. But a lot of that came today, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on. It says here on Business Markets Insider, shares of Alphabet spiked as much as 12% on Friday after the Google parent company reported better than expected second quarter earnings and announced plans to repurchase $25 billion worth of stock. So they're going to take shares of their own stock off the market. They're repurchasing those shares, which tends to push share prices up, not just due to supply and demand issues, but also due to the information that's being transmitted when managers who know more about the company than you do decide that they want to actually buy more shares of their own company. That does a lot. That does push the price up. Typically, the tech conglomerate posted revenue excluding traffic acquisition costs of 31.7 billion, which is huge for one quarter. My gosh, they beat the analyst forecasts, which were 30.84 billion. So beating expectations tends to push the stock price up. The company also disclosed that its growing cloud business had an $8 billion annual revenue run rate. So right now, from what I understand, Alphabet and Amazon are the two biggest players in cloud computing. Amazon, I think, is I got to double check, but I believe Amazon is kind of the leader in that area. I think they make about 4 times more money than Alphabet does in that space. So here's some information about Alphabet stock that's sort of going on in terms of the dynamics. I'm not going to make a recommendation. You guys know I don't tell you what stocks to buy. I just tell you what's going on with the companies. Basically, 88% of all the analysts are saying buy, that you should buy Alphabet. 12% are saying hold. So that's pretty good. There's no out of 43 analyst ratings here listed on the Robinhood app, zero have said sell. Right, which is really interesting, right? It says something about the stock. Now, here's what is stated in the buy rating: as the number of online users and usage increases, so will digital ad spending, of which Google will remain one of the main beneficiaries. So as companies go online, they're going to buy ads, they're going to go to Google, but also Facebook is a winner too. If you saw, Facebook had the $5 billion fine, and it barely dented anything with Facebook. Like, they make so much money that they're like, okay, yeah, we're going to pay this fine, but it's just the cost of doing business. Android's dominant global market share of smartphones leaves Alphabet's Google well positioned to continue generating top line growth as search traffic shifts from desktop to mobile. I don't like my Android phone, so I kind of worries me because I have an Android and I have an Apple or an iPhone. I'm not replacing my Android. I'm going to replace my iPhone. And I might get, but the thing is, I might get one of those Google Pixel phones, which puts my money right back in the hands of Google. So maybe it doesn't matter. The significant cash generation from the search business allows Alphabet to remain focused on innovation and the long-term growth opportunities that new areas present. Now, here is something stated in the sell rating. They said there's little revenue. This is sort of the other side of the fence. Analysts tend to give different opinions, etc. There's little revenue diversification within Alphabet. I agree. That's always been a concern. When you get all your money from one place, you're not diversified enough, so you kind of become a one-trick pony. And you know what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket? That basket might break or drop. As it remains heavily dependent on Google and the state of the search ad space, Alphabet is allocating too much capital toward high-risk bets which face a very low probability of generating returns. So a lot of what Google's doing, they're not able to generate diverse revenue streams because they're taking these pie in the sky projects and they're putting money into a bunch of them, and a lot of them aren't turning into anything. None of the eggs are really hatching, and that's something I've always thought about in terms of figuring out, like, okay, how's this going to play out for them? Google's dominant position in online search is not sustainable, as more companies and regulatory agencies are contesting the methods through which the company has been extending its leadership. I agree with that. The antitrust conversations about Google are a huge threat. Also, everybody that has an online platform that has users is trying to sell ads. That's how they're monetizing. So I'm just trying to figure out what it is that Google has in terms of a technological advantage that builds enough of a moat and a barrier between them and other companies that is keeping other companies from jumping into that space. That's something I've thought about a lot as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Well, anyway, I got to go. I have another meeting. I just wanted to give you guys a quick stock report on the Black Financial Channel. Make sure you subscribe, theblackfinancialchannel.com. Also, if you live in Chicago, Sunday we're going to do an all-day long investment seminar. We're going to talk about investing all day. I'm going to do several lectures on several topics and answer a million questions in a small group setting. So, excuse me, if that's your thing, then feel free to go to drboycechicago.com. I'll do Los Angeles next, drboycelosangeles.com. Also, we'll have one at the All Black National Convention in September. That's allblacknationalconvention.com. After that, there'll be New York, and that'll be drboycenewyork.com. So we're going to do stuff all over the country. And if you can't make any of those cities, we do a masterclass every week. We meet every Tuesday night, and all we talk about is investing. You can go to drboycemasterclass.com. It's better than college, just a lot cheaper. So anyway, take care, have a good day, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.